Hi everyone, today let's talk about this peptide cheat sheet. To understand them better, let's categorize this by function so you can understand what they do in the body. Category 1 for inflammation and repair. Category 2 for energy production. Category 3 for body composition. Category 4 for sleep optimization. Category 5 for libido improvement. And Category 6 for metabolic optimization. First, let's define what are peptides. So these are short chains of amino acids that act as signaling molecules telling your cells what to do. Think of them as messengers. Your brain sends the signal, hormones carry it out, and peptides guide what happens at the cellular level. When those signals are strong and consistent, your body can repair, recover, produce energy, stay focused, and maintain healthy hormonal signaling. But here's what happens. With stress, aging, chronic inflammation, and even poor sleep, peptide levels can decline. Plasma levels decrease and signaling becomes weaker. Your mitochondria, which is the energy source of your cells and part of your signaling system, become less productive. Your hormone-producing glands like your pituitary, adrenal, reproductive, and thymus also become less responsive, which further disrupts signaling. That's when you start to feel slower and more fatigued. So this is where peptides come in. They are designed to mimic your body's natural signaling and support the signals that have declined. They are not drugs. They help fill in the gaps as levels drop. So each peptide binds to a specific receptor, like key into a lock, and activates a targeted signaling pathway that carries out its specific function and triggers a cascade of cellular reactions. Now let's dive in to the targeted signaling pathways of each of these peptides. We'll start with the category 1, inflammation and immune support. Thymosin alpha 1. It is produced in your thymus gland, which promotes T cell maturation. Now, T cells are your immune system frontline responders. These are the cells responsible for identifying and targeting threats like bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Once activated, it works through key signaling pathways, including toll-like receptors and NF-kappa B. Now, these are main regulators of your inflammatory response. So, T cells recognize those incoming threats, coordinate a precise immune response, and keep inflammation from spiraling out of control. It also supports Tregs, or the regulatory T cells, like an off switch. So they signal the immune system to stand down once a threat has been cleared. Without them, the immune system keeps firing, and that's often what drives autoimmune diseases. Let's talk about GHK copper. It is a signal that tells your body to repair, rebuild, and restore. For the repair, it upregulates growth factors like your TGF-beta and VEGF. So what are they? TGF-beta supports tissue repair by driving fibroblast activity and collagen production, helping with skin elasticity and healing. It also helps regrow hair by improving scalp repair and reactivating dormant follicles. Now, VEGF promotes angiogenesis. Now, this is formation of new blood vessels to improve blood flow and support recovery. It also helps reducing inflammation through downregulating NF-kappa B pathways, as we talk about on the thymosin alpha 1. It is the master regulator of your inflammation. So these are the commonly known pathways, but GHK copper does more. It can modulate multiple signaling pathways and influence over 4,000 gene expressions. The ongoing preclinical research continues to explore its role in repair, regeneration, and potential cancer modulation. I could go on and on about the benefits of GHK copper, but there's a lot of clinical data showing its upstream and downstream effects, more than I can cover here. I'll break that down in a separate video. So next is the BPC-157. It is known for healing and repair, but there's more to it.
It also helps with inflammation, especially in the gastric lining. So let's talk about leaky gut. This is when there's a breakdown in the epithelial lining and the tight junction proteins of your stomach. When that happens, bacteria and endotoxin can pass through and enter the body, which can lead to systemic inflammation. So BPC may help support restoration of that epithelial barrier and those tight junction, which can help promote healing in the stomach lining, hence decreasing inflammation in the body. It also works through nitric oxide pathways, which improve blood flow and circulation through VEGF signaling. This is again the support or formation of the new blood vessels in the injured tissue. Now let's talk with TB500 because it's usually paired with your BPC. It works well with your BPC 157 because BPC 157 helps build the pathway, which is the formation of the new blood vessels, while TB500 helps move cells, nutrients, and blood flow into the injured area through actin and cell migration, supporting repair and healing. Now, that is the category 1. Let's move into the category 2, which is energy production. Let's talk about MOTS. So MOTS is a mitochondrial peptide. It is produced inside your mitochondria and has that ability to communicate with your DNA that helps turns genes on and off. It signals through the AMPK pathway, which helps with fat mobilization, improves glucose uptake, and support insulin sensitivity. It also supports energy production, physical endurance, and mental focus by helping your cells use energy more efficiently. Next is CMAX. While this doesn't give you energy, it helps you stay focused and more aware of your surroundings. It works through BDNF, a protein that supports focus, memory, cognition, and also through dopamine pathways. So dopamine helps with motivation and focus. Serotonin helps keep your mood steady and balanced. So CMAX enhances dopamine while balancing serotonin, which improves communication between neurons. And this leads to better attention, faster processing, and clearer thinking. So CMAX also supports neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, which means your brain can form new connection and new neurons. It also supports neuroprotection and healthy blood flow in the brain, helping overall brain function. Next, let's talk about NAD+. This is known for energy production, mental focus, skin glow, and longevity. NAD is not a peptide. It is a coenzyme your body needs to create energy. When you eat, your food is broken down into smaller molecules. NAD helps carry the energy from those nutrients into the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell where energy is made. It works through pathways like sirtuins, which supports DNA repair, mitochondrial function, and cellular longevity. It also activates PARP pathways, which help repair DNA damage and maintain cellular stability. So overall, NAD+ supports energy production, cellular repair, and healthy aging. Next, let's talk about methylene blue. Now, methylene blue is not a peptide. It works at the level of the electron transport chain in your mitochondria. It helps shuttle electrons within the chain, improving efficiency of ATP production, which is basically your energy. By keeping electrons moving, it prevents buildup that can form reactive oxygen species. Basically, these are unstable molecules that damage your cells. This helps protect your cells and maintain proper nutrient flow and signaling. Now let's move to the next category, body composition, tesamorelin and sermorelin. They are both known for body composition, helps with sleep optimization, reducing visceral fat, and anti-aging component. So they are growth hormone secretagogue, meaning they are not growth hormone. They are peptides that stimulate the pituitary gland to release growth hormone, which then signals the liver and other tissues to produce IGF-1. Now, IGF-1 supports muscle growth, preserve lean mass, and promote tissue repair. So balanced levels are associated with healthier aging and improved skin quality, which can help you look more youthful. So what's the difference between sermorelin and tesamorelin? So sermorelin triggers a shorter, more natural growth hormone pulses that last for about 2 to 3 hours, while tesamorelin creates a stronger and more sustained pulse with IGF-1 lasting up to 24 hours, which is why it's used for fat metabolism and reducing visceral fat. Now, these are the fat that wraps around your organs. So tesamorelin and ipamorelin works synergistically together. So they paired very well. So ipamorelin, so we talk about tesamorelin, which releases growth hormone through GHRH pathway. Ipamorelin is different because it is released through a GHRP pathway. So it works through ghrelin receptors, a pathway that also trigger growth hormone release. So you get that dual effect. Growth hormone is released through 2 different pathways. But unlike other GHRP, ipamorelin is highly selective because it does not significantly increase cortisol and prolactin. So cortisol is your stress hormone, and your prolactin can affect hormonal balance, mood, and libido. So another strong combination with tesamorelin is KPV. Now, KPV is another peptide. It's made up of 3 amino acids. It works by inhibiting NF-kappa B, again, a key pathway that drives inflammation. The KPV blocks that pathway and reduces inflammation. So when you pair it with tesamorelin, it supports growth hormone and fat metabolism, while KPV improves with reduction of inflammation. Now let's move on to the next category, which is sleep optimization. So let's talk about the SIP. It works through sleep-regulating pathways in the brain, including GABA and circadian rhythm, helping align your sleep cycle with deeper delta wave activity. It also supports pain through opioid signaling pathways and helps regulate stress through corticotropin-releasing hormone, helping you feel calm and recover better. Let's talk about Silank. So Silank works through GABA receptors and serotonin pathways, helping regulate mood, anxiety, and focus. So it modulates neurotransmitter signaling, supporting a calm and stable mental state without sedation. It also influences BDNF pathways, supporting neuroplasticity, memory, and cognitive function. Now, let's move on to the next category, which is peptide for desire and arousal. Oxytocin works through oxytocin receptors and dopamine pathways, supporting bonding, pleasure, and emotional connection. It can also support libido by strengthening connection with your partner, which can increase desire. Now let's talk about kisspeptin. Kisspeptin is another peptide. It works at the hypothalamic level by activating gonadotropin-releasing hormone, which can increase luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone. And it also acts on the limbic brain regions, which are involved in attraction and sexual motivation, influencing both desire and arousal. Now let's talk about PT141. It works through melanocortin receptors, primarily MC4R, in the central nervous system. It directly activates arousal pathways independent of hormone levels. So together, they support libido through 3 layers: emotional connection, hormonal signaling, and direct activation of arousal pathways. Now let's move on to the next category, metabolic optimization. So GLP-1 is also known as semaglutide with the brand name of Ozempic. GLP-1 receptors are found in 4 major areas of the body: the stomach, the brain, the heart, and the kidneys. So in the stomach, specifically in your intestine, when GLP receptors are activated, it's slow gastric emptying. So food stays in your stomach longer. Now in the brain, they signal satiety, helping you feel full sooner and reduce appetite. In the heart, they are linked to cardiovascular benefit, with data showing reduced risk of heart attack, stroke, and cardiovascular death in adults with type 2 diabetes. In the kidneys, they are associated with protective effects, with data showing reduced risk of kidney function decline in people with type 2 diabetes and chronic kidney disease. So overall, in clinical studies, this led to about 15% of body weight loss. Now let's move on to GLP and GIP, also known as tirzepatide or the brand name Mounjaro. In addition to the GLP-1 effects we just covered, this adds another incretin hormone called GIP. GIP receptors are also found in fat cells. When activated, they help regulate how your body handles fat and glucose, which improves insulin sensitivity and overall metabolic function. In studies, tirzepatide showed even greater weight loss, up to 20 to 21% of body weight, and many people report fewer side effects compared to GLP-1 alone. Now let's talk about the common additives in compounded weight loss medications. Since pharmacies can use the branded versions, they may include supportive ingredients based on your goals. So you'll usually see options like L-carnitine, glycine, and vitamin B12. Now let's talk about them. Vitamin B12 supports energy production by helping your body convert food into usable energy and supporting red blood cell formation. Glycine supports collagen production, which is good for your skin, sleep quality, and nervous system balance. Now, L-carnitine is a transport chain. It helps transport fatty acid into the mitochondria so it can be used for energy. So depending on your goal, whether it's energy, sleep, or fat metabolism, these can complement the overall effect. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And if you have any comment or any suggestion, please leave your message below and I will sure to reply.